Perfect. Hello and welcome to the Night Lounge. It is your host, Darker Knight. We got another episode, and today is hot topic: why women are single. It's really not that hard, and after you see these videos, I'm sure a lot of you are going to be relating to a lot of this crap. So let's just get right on into it.
If your standards don't eliminate most, I just heard a woman say, if your standards don't eliminate most, they aren't high enough. And this is just so funny to me because my whole life, anytime I presented what I want to a man, a lot of them have said to me to my face, you're never going to find a man like that. That doesn't exist, Annalise, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, they told you the truth. What did you want to hear? These women are actually like amazed when guys say the truth. It's like, no, you want like a fantasy man. You legit want fantasy man, and he does not exist. And then they go, what you mean? And then they have this denial clause where no, it's so ironic. You tell them like the exact play and put, and they go out of their way to prove the opposite. Like, no, it's the whole need to be right. It's chronic. Oh,
Blah, blah, blah. Because my whole life, I just told this to a friend the other day, I want it all or I want nothing. I want it all or I'd rather die alone. Die alone.
And you will. Ain't that the old
Gotcha, bitch.
I mean, that's the joke, is you're going to die alone, because ain't no one on this earth is going to literally tolerate you with that all or nothing mentality, whatever that's supposed to be. Like, I don't know in what universe any man's going to tolerate that elitism mentality, because any guy that gets with you is just going to think they're next. So, good luck.
On this earth, then know that I didn't get it all. Write that on my grave. I want it all or I want nothing.
Who's going to write it on your grave if nobody's in your life? If you've gone out of your way to isolate everyone? Because let's be real, I mean, the whole Golden Girls fantasy of just like lining up with your oldie besties and just being old ladies together is really just sad. Because that's just a group of women who either their husbands died or left, or relationships ended. That's not sweet. So again, good luck. But again, who's going to write anything on your grave if you've isolated? You're not going to have any children. You're not going to have no man. You're not going to have anyone who's going to remotely care. You will die alone. Your cat might care. It might pick at you a little bit, but they might care. So yeah, we jump right back in. Here's another one. This is, again, women are single. They say they want a nice guy until they actually get one, and it's unfortunate. Now, obviously, we are going to determine the difference between a nice guy and a simp. There's a fine line. It's real fine. I mean, we're talking like Himalayan salt fine. It ain't. It's.
I want a nice guy. I've always been into.
In general, it's just not healthy to be nice off rip. You kind of got to be a little bit of a dick to these hoes. You can't just come off the rip and be giving them. You just can't give them boyfriend level attention without girlfriend level reciprocation. You got to be getting cheek clappage. Come on now, you got to be back. You got to be cracking that back. Because if you're not getting that, then she sure shit is not getting provision. She's not getting your dinner date. She's not getting meals bought for her. Come on now. No. It's 2026, not 1936. Get real. So again, do not come off the rip being super, super nice. If anything, dog on them a little bit, Easiest way to dog on a girl, dog on her fit. Because then that way you're not really dogging on her per se. But just dog on her fit. Just literally just be like, I mean, that fit's alright, but it's whatever. Just watch how much that works.
Like the heads or like the douchebags of the male community because I was so traumatized by them. I'm sitting there being like, I want a nice man. Like, why can't a guy just come to my life and be so nice and like be obsessed with me? And then I find like a guy that's really nice, and I am so thrown off. Like, I really did find a guy who's like super fucking nice, like the most respectful, like anything I really need, like he's gonna do it for you. I'm sitting there like, yeah, nah, like I'm the problem. I'm the fucking problem.
Yeah, and then when you want to know the real kicker in the D, that's not on accident. That's on purpose. You're not supposed to be into a dude who's like super nice, obsessed with you, seeing you as the best he can get. No. No, 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 no. If you're the best he can get, then you're gonna start thinking you can do better. It's just weirdly the way the brain operates. The female mind just operates in such a goofy way that it does not appropriate nice guy to, oh my gosh, my feelings are just so increased for this man because he's so nice to me. If she's decent looking, most people will be nice to her off rip. Most people are nice to good looking people just in general. So that's not gonna it's not gonna be a change to her daily routine. You got to be a change to her daily routine, and this whole nice guy mantra not gonna get you there ever.
Problem. I do want a healthy relationship. Okay, I really do. More than anything, that's what I want. But I think I should still need a guy who, like, gives me a run for my money. I'm so the problem because, like, you're nice. Like, literally, like, Connor from Love Island vibes. But, like, it's just too nice.
No, it's too nice. You give that nice stuff later. After she's proven that she's not gonna weaponize that, not gonna, do this. No, giving you indication that she's even willing to receive it. Right? You gotta check the gate before you just letting them walk on into your life, and you gotta check yourself at the gate before you just come off and be giving boyfriend level energy to women who you don't even know enough, because they'll pick up on that and it's over for you, dog. It's just over. They will hit you with that so fast you won't even realize your ass hurts. So yeah, no, it's just the continuation. It just doesn't end. I mean, these women are gonna continuously prove that they don't even know what they want. Honestly, it just proves that they're doing so much of this in their mind that you can't come at the mantra of waiting for them to figure it out, because let's be real, they're not gonna figure it out. That's why channels have to exist. That's why people gotta bring this to the light, because in all reality, like, no, sitting here waiting for women to get it done is why we're here in the first place. Like, no. Waiting on women to hold on accountability, good luck, buddy. That's like asking for snow in hell, buddy. That's just not gonna happen. That's just literally not gonna happen. You are asking for quite literally the impossible. You're asking for a liberal to vote Republican. You're asking for the impossible. It's just not gonna happen. And I don't see it changing anytime soon unless we bring it to the light like this. I really don't think it's going to change. I for a long time I thought maybe, if you sit back, I'm doing my thing, I've got my girl and I've got my baby, we're doing our thing. But looking at the overall scheme of the world, thinking, no, maybe it'll fix itself. Nah, it's just getting worse and worse. You go look at the top music artists right now. You go look at the top like 5 music artists in like rap and hip hop right now. It's not people who promote good mantra. It's not people who promote good behavior. You look at the top female artists, it's some of the worst humans to be walking around, and women are idolizing them. And so that says a lot. I think that says a lot right there when you look at that, because that's purely want and desire right there. That's nobody making anybody do anything. So subtle things you got to look out for in life that really can tell you just where women's overall mind is at, because they follow trends. They really do. They follow the trends of the world, and you got to kind of keep up with the trends if you want to keep up with them. Just the way it is.
Able to meet your needs, therefore I don't think we can date.
I've
been dating a guy for like 4 to 5 months and noticed that he started pulling away, and when I asked him what's up, he said, listen, I really, really like you. I have so much fun hanging out with you. I really respect you as a person, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to meet your needs. Therefore, I don't think we can date. Go to therapy! Had been dating a guy for like 4 to 5.
So that was a lot to unravel. So that was kind of crazy and fun. Wow. I don't know what the phone did to hurt you, but chill. So we'll roll back the tape now that that the camera has settled from her aggressively giving it like the Mike Tyson beatdown, just rapidly hitting that R2 button. Jeez, chill. Wow. Yeah. So based on what I just saw, I'm betting he's kind of hitting you with that same mantra that a lot of guys will hit a girl with when they kind of just realize there's not much more than the sex. So this girl, she who knows, she may be giving up, she may be throwing it back like a freak. Hey, she may be letting him just hit that good old, just give her that good old back snap. But he's basically telling her, yo, beyond the good times, this isn't really that fun for me. Like, I don't see you as a long-term partner. I don't see you as something that's going to benefit me in the end. And like, cool, like I can find other girls that provide me this same suit. And then these women are like, what? And then clearly decided to go full rage mode on the phone. So proved a lot just in that little 20 seconds. Showed us a lot about why you're going to be single. Isn't that right, Shiloh man? Yeah, see, he can't even tolerate this nonsense. He's like, dude, don't even show me this. Show me something worth talking about. Yeah, this one was, yeah.
There you go.
So already just looking like kind of about the most boring life ever. So this is 6:45, 10 minutes later, she's outside.
Fucking electric shock, my
I mean,
God. Jesus Christ. Electric shock and a half.
wow.
Fucking hell.
There's no one in board.
I gotta say it, that fit has got to be the ugliest thing I've ever seen. That fit has got to be one of the one of the most hideous but ugly. Like, what in the world are you doing with that outfit? That outfit is actually terrible. That outfit might be one of the worst outfits I've ever seen. I just gotta call it like it is. Good Lord. Like, this is why you're single. Good, like you don't know, you're single because like nobody wants to be with this.
Do you know what? I actually just think
Frozen dinner. Single woman. She doesn't cook for herself. I mean, she's definitely not looking like she's 25 anymore. This chick's looking like she's pushing the better part of 35, 40 or more, and like still resorting to the frozen dinners. I mean, that's kind of low budget, right? I thought women were super independent, didn't need men, yet you're out here cooking like frozen pizza. I mean, this is for your video, right? You'd think this is when you'd think you'd show off them mad cooking skills, really try to flex how much you don't need men, not show what honestly looks like some of the most depressing life I've ever seen. I mean, this is like depressing. Because what's really sad?
Wrong way
What's really, really sad? This ain't gonna get better for her.
around. I have every night. I just get decision fatigue by this time of the day, and it's gonna go with soup.
Ooh, okay, hold up.
Bruh.
You see that last little tidbit she throws there? Another day of, what'd she call it? Drama-free haven? I'm sorry, but what world are you living in where men are causing all the drama? I mean, I'd really like to know what group of dudes you're dating that are like dramatic. I mean, most of the guys I know, they're not dramatic. Do men have their moments? Sure, of course, absolutely. But like, to overall say that like to say that the absolute removal of men from your life is creating your peace, yet I'm seeing you do a bunch of things that mostly lonely people do, like, and they're not usually happy about it. Like, I mean, this seems like a lot of keep yourself busy activities. You know, stare at the sky, watching TV. I mean, watching TV is fine. Watching TV, even watching TV, that's better off with somebody. That's not fun to do by yourself forever. Isn't it fun to be able to watch something and have a little banter, you know, be able to kind of have a little back and forth and be able to even further engage in what you're watching versus it turning into more or less background while you're just sitting there like reading your book or whatever. She strikes me as a big book reader. Like, oof. Book readers are funny because book readers will look at like themselves like they're not just a nerdier version of video gamers. That's what's I think hilarious. Bookworms will literally look at themselves like there's some kind of like there's some kind of fancy elite, like they're just, you know, like they're just somebody because they read books. Like, don't get me wrong, like I've read books, but like I've read enough books to also know that like reading a book isn't much different than playing a video game. So I'd really like us to knock off the whole dogging on the gamer clan out there. I got you guys. Because I'm gonna knock on the book club. Like, y'all are mostly nerds because them people are weird. Like people who read too much, kind of, I don't know, read too much fiction. I should be very clear about that. Like if you're seeking knowledge and you're seeking nonfiction, you're reading elements of the real. I'm not trying to knock on that. That's intelligence. That's knowledge. That's knowledge seeking. But if you're somebody who just nosedives into fantasy regularly, stop it. You're building a framework of just a false reality, and then you're going to try to live your life through your books. It's weird. I had one more in here. This was just freaking hilarious because yeah, I really do. I think this clip I'm about to show you next is a bit kind of just kind of maybe a little off topic clip, but this is just want to show that there's a reason this clip is a follow up to this because like yikes.
You guys do not have the right to put your hands on me. Calm down, sir.
Hands on you?
It seems like you want to. You are not a woman, sir.
Oh, I'm not a woman?
You were born with a penis. You're not a woman.
What the fuck? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but women are not born with dicks.
Go watch an anchor
News flash.
Yeah, what's sad is this is probably happening close by because I live in Oregon. I'm in Central Oregon, and I don't think it might be Portland, but it might not. Portland's got a lot of wacko do stuff going on right now. But this just in general, I mean, just look at this. Look at this group of people. You know, I mean, the few women that are in this group are actually so physically disgusting that it actually would make you literally want to vomit. Like some of these chicks are actually like totally disgusting. Like some of these chicks, they look radioactive. Like, no cap. Like these people literally look straight up radioactive. They look gross. They look like touching them would give me, like I would get something from touching them. Like actually disgusting.
A woman is an adult human female.
That is God. God
a
is
woman
love.
is some human being who has grown to
Got the loose dog collar. What?
adulthood.
What? That is some weird little horticulture that's like magically popped up out of nowhere. It popped up. It got so bad to where literally nearby at a local school about 30 miles up north in Bend, there was a local school that actually went to this extent. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? These dingbats actually had the audacity to install cat litter boxes at the school to accommodate for those who associate as a animal or cat or whatever. I actually have a school 30 miles up north of me where they did acknowledge that. This was about 4 years ago, but yeah, no, it's actually happened. Like this bananas mental illness is why we got to bring them back. I know there was a mass defunding of these not too long ago, and they need to be brought. There was a reason that these were in existence, because if you're gonna go the whole not taking these things out back and giving them the old Yeller treatment, okay, well, if you're not going to do that, then you got to put these people somewhere where, because this is what happens when you just let mental illness run rampant. Mental illness cannot be allowed to run rampant and think it's going to just coexist within society. It's just not. Like it's literally just not. I mean, you cannot expect these people to ever coexist. We're talking most of the people that are within the specialty groups, you know, a lot of these groups, these aren't people that can be reasoned with or be spoken to about logic, because what little logic center they did have has been brainwashed by an agenda. And it's incredible because their brain can't begin to see a rebuttal, but their brain isn't even developed enough to see a rebuttal. We're talking a lot of mentally ill people. I mean, well, you saw what we just saw. That dude was wearing a dog collar. The thing next to him was I believe a woman wearing good God knows what. And they're trying to preach something. They're trying to really preach on their stance, and it's like, it needs to go back into the private realm of those asylums. And it's obviously we're not trying to bring it back to the 1670s, but again, I mean, these people need to be housed, and you can't put them in even regular prison because they'll go bananas on the people in there. They'll cause disruption everywhere. There is no place where these mentally ill people can exist. A criminal sometimes isn't necessarily mentally ill. Some criminals know exactly what they're doing and do bad things. These people, I'm less inclined to think they know a lot about what they're doing. They don't do a lot of research. They do a lot of emotional thinking, and then it's a lot of projection, and then you can see most of the projection in their body type, and it's the absolute worst. So, but yeah, I mean, with people like that, like, good lord, why would anyone want to be together when that's what the dating pool looks like? I mean, anybody want to get up? Anyone want to get up on that? Any of y'all calling dibs? Come on now, don't be shy, Come on now, batter up. Come on now. She could go rounds, maybe. I mean, they clearly are an anime, so they're into binge watching, so they're clearly into sticking to things for a long period of time, so maybe. I mean, you could have success back here with Gorlami 1, dyed hair 1, 2, 3, 4. Is anyone not rocking dyed hair? I don't know what that is. This just hurts to watch. This is like, I can't do it anymore. I literally can't. I can't fucking do it. It's making my eyes hurt. It's making my eyes hurt to see that stuff. So I got a couple little quick posts here just showing you. Again, we'll get back wrapping up the theme of the video here, where we're talking just strictly dickly about why these women are staying single. I mean, and here's one. Here we got Emma Watson. I mean, some of you probably already seen her say something along these lines before already. I'm just touching on it myself. Like, this is just a joke. What even is this? Isn't language. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know about y'all, but I think my puppy's over it too. I'm personally over this new made up language to define everything that just basically means you're alone. Just say you're single. Like, why? But you can't say you're single. Yeah, I mean, but I thought there was no shame in it. I thought there was no shame in being single. If there was no shame in single, then why do you got to come up with all these alt names? You're all these alt specialty groups that really don't do anything. And what really irks me is that they all ask for rights. No, rights to what? Rights to actually what? Y'all don't do anything. Y'all just want rights because y'all stick it in each other's pooper when the freaking lights turn out and acting like that's something that deserves recognition. That's what you do in your downtime. Okay, we've already released the rules and laws to where you're not discriminated and prosecuted because you do these things. We've acknowledged go do them in the dark. We are not saying go bring these things into the light and say like that these things are to be presented as normal behavior, because they simply are not. This whole promotion of singlehood needs to stop. Emma Watson, I mean, this is a famous person, grew up in a Harry Potter series. Come on now, I grew up watching these movies. I literally grew up watching this woman go from literally the girl from the Sorcerer's Stone all the way into now what is now a clearly a kind of a harsh feminist. Self-partnered. Yeah, I'm sure nobody really wants to date someone who's literally looking at themselves like they're the talk of the walk, you know, on this again, riding some train when it's like, girl, your fame was 20 years ago. I don't remember you doing much that like really grabbed my attention afterwards. You did niche movies afterwards, but it's like, relax. The ego. Nobody wants to date the ego. Like that ego is just unwarranted. And this was just super sad. Kind of bouncing all over here right at the last little second here. I'm gonna read you the story on this just real quick before I wrap things up, making sure I didn't loop my brain. Heck yeah, no, we're good. This one was a tough one. This was interesting. This is another one kind of following the same line of what we were just watching. Bridget Bardot. This was an actress. So anyway, she ended up having a child with this big time guy, and I got to zoom this up, so bear with me here. So yeah, I'll just read it out. It's just it's really sad. It's really horrifying in the sense that like this makes men not want to date. This really makes men not, and women don't get that this makes men not want to date to the finality. This hurts. When I read the story out, you're gonna get it. In 1960, Bridget Bardot gave birth to her only child, son Nicholas. Father, actor Jacques Charrier. I know I'm probably getting that wrong. Bardot was 25. She was at the peak of world fame. On the same day she gave birth, she made a decision. According to documented facts, on the day she was discharged from the maternity hospital, Bardot handed over the newborn Nicholas to his father. Not temporarily, not for the recovery period. Forever. Jacques Charrier and his family raised Nicholas from his first days of life. Bardot did not participate. In interviews over the years, Bardot explained her decision directly. Her most famous quote, "I prefer animals." She devoted herself to animal rights, founded a foundation, publicly criticized humanity. Solid. Her son lived with his father and his new family. Nicholas grew up knowing his mother was alive, famous, 10 minutes away by car, and did not want to see him. He tried to build a relationship with her several times in adolescence. Every attempt ended the same way, with refusal from his mother. Nicholas stopped calling Bardot his mother 40 years ago. He refers to her in interviews as Bridget Bardot, a public figure, not as a mom. She is still alive, and they do not speak. She handed him over on the day of his birth, said, "I prefer animals." And for 40 years, he has not called her his mother. I think the reason I showed you guys that was just because that just shows you, honestly, to me, a very scary side of women. A side of women that I honestly wasn't aware existed until I did the digging myself. Like, I always knew women were crazy, right? Like, I've always known the classics, right? Like, the women that slash tires when they're mad, paint cheater on your car. That's classic stuff, honestly. That stuff's been around since paint cans were invented. Come on now. Like, that's not new. But what is new to me is seeing just for how much women want to dog on men for being a certain type of way, right? For being a little bit careless with our emotions at times. To me, it's really shocking how quickly the script can flip, and it's just okay. You know what I mean? I'm sure there were plenty of people in her corner saying, "Good for you. You're really doing it." Obviously, we can look at it and go, "That's absolutely horrible." Like, what in the, like, come on. Bruh. Like, what are you actually doing? You literally abandoned your child at 25 years old when they needed you the most so you could continue to be famous on a career. And what's funny is, lady, I didn't even know who you were till I saw you in this Instagram post. So, like, your fame was so crazy that, like, people don't even know who you are unless we look you up on the internet. So you really traded away something that would have been eternal, because they're both still alive. That's what's really crazy. The mom and kid are still alive. There is no connection. There is no hope for it, obviously, based on the way they're talking about it. That son more than likely has had a completely damaged life. I would be surprised if that young man has had a successful dating life. What do you mean? When you've had that for a mother, there's no way that you date successfully. You just don't. And so, yeah, no, it's just really sad to see that somebody is willing to do that and be selfish. It's really sad when you kind of see that, men will sacrifice their happiness for their family, and women will sacrifice their family for their happiness. It's so sad to see how much that dime can flip and be not judged. But that's not what we do here. We judge it. We judge it harsh. We put it up on the chopping block and we give it a strict score, don't we, Shiloh? Yeah, you can see he's not too impressed with these behaviors. But I thank you guys, as always, for checking in. I appreciate you checking out the video. As always, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.